Hey crew, I'm back at you with another ASTROHUNKS analysis. This episode is going to be on Tom Hiddleston. He is one of your favorite options and choices. I personally don't consider him that yummy, but I aim to please you guys, so I'm going to use my astrological expertise to try to tell you what are the most significant placements that I see in his birth chart. And we're also going to delve into how he might be as a lover, because we all love to fantasize about our favorite celebrities, right? So you might know Tom Hiddleston from movies such as The Avengers and Loki, but also more niche alternative movies such as High Rise. He also played in a slew of British and romantic dramas. So yeah, he's pretty well known and he's actually a pretty good actor. I'll tell you in a second what are the most significant aspects I see in his chart. Okay, so the first thing that really stands out to me is the fact that we don't have any information regarding his ascendant. So we're only going to have to interpret this based on the position of the planets, but the houses will not be determined. And it's a pity because that would color his birth chart more specific. However, I do notice that he is powerfully Uranian. Not only is he a sun in Aquarius, he's also sun conjunct Venus in Aquarius, which makes him quite forward-thinking, tolerant, and humanitarian. He's also a little bit emotionally detached in his personal relationships. He prefers to be more friendly with other people rather than engaged in a lot of romance and passion and drama, which makes his next placement significantly interesting. Now, what makes this guy so sexy and charismatic? Why did he play such a dark character? Because his chart is showing me some pretty light influences. Well, his moon in Aries, light Mars, is opposite Pluto in Libra. And not only that, but I can see from his chart, his Pluto in Libra is conjunct Lilith, the wild feminine archetype in Libra, conjunct Jupiter in Libra, and conjunct Saturn in Libra. So he has a stellium in Libra, amping up his moon. That speaks about powerful, overwhelming, dramatic emotions. His inner world is so much different than what he portrays on the outside, the kind of humanitarian, kind of geeky, kind of cute and educated guy. This guy in intimacy is like a firecracker, super spontaneous, really intense, and actually he can make your dreams come true in bed. In addition to the fact that he has his Sun and Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Pisces conjunct Mercury in Pisces. This makes him a really imaginative fellow. He's also quite sensual in bed, quite poetic, quite romantic. He's very much about pleasing his partner and giving to her or him. But I think he's actually heterosexual, if I'm not mistaken. His Uranus in Sagittarius is, however, squaring his Mars and Mercury combo, which adds that extra oomph of Uranian electricity. So he's quite spontaneous. He loves to do things by surprise. He loves to mismatch things. He loves to shake things up, you know. He doesn't want to be tied down to one place and one thing. So commitment to him might come about later in life. So that would justify in part why he played the dark character of Loki, the trickster. But I'm also drawn to the fact that his destiny in this lifetime is to actually let go of his identity as a solar Aquarian. He needs to embody his North Node in Leo, which is about becoming the leader. And in order to do so, he needs to break away with tradition, with family, with the social groups he was born in, which is exactly the myth of Loki, right? He is constantly one-upped by his more beautiful solar brother, Thor, who, by the way, is played by Chris Hemsworth, who happens to be a Leo, right? So it's really interesting that our Tom gets played into the part of the younger brother who is kind of like the evil one, the one who wants to take the throne, and in the end actually proves himself to be a worthy opponent in the family, right? But you can see how beautifully the astrological placements play out in his movie choices. And finally, to wrap it up, this is everyone's favorite part. How is he at a fantasy level or as a fantasy lover? So I had to actually look at extra details on his Chinese year of birth, and he happens to be a metal rooster. This is because, of course, we don't have information on his ascendant, so I tried to find some better information out there to complete his chart. So as a metal rooster, he's very tradition, family oriented. He wants to achieve a lot of material things in life. He's very pragmatic. But as a lover, as I said, with the Mars in Pisces and the Moon in Aries, he can be really imaginative, very creative. He can aim to please his partner because that feeds into his ego. Also with the North Node in Leo, he's supposed to have a lot of pleasure in life. He's supposed to play and have fun. So he's acting not only on stage, but he really loves to act in the bedroom. He would be fantastic with a Gemini or a Libra, another person that can appreciate his wild versatility. So that's what I had for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you're interested in getting an astrological reading with me, I do offer those on my personal website. I'm really happy that you're part of my crew, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.